to the Proper Picks podcast. We are into the best bets edition for the show. We are just getting through probably the worst month in Proper Picks history. I pulled up the numbers just so I could have some full transparency here. I'm going to go back several weeks for you. Last week, 6-10 minus 9.3 units. 2 weeks, 9-7 minus 1.87 units. 3 weeks, 13-14-2 minus 1.67 units, and 4 weeks, 15-18 minus 7.4. That's 4 straight weeks on the slide here. That's to the negative of a tune of about 18 units, really hurting the yearly profit. Right now, we are at a 37.61 profit unit margin right now for the all-time record. Thank God golf's back. We got the Tournament of Champions this weekend. It gives us one of our fortes back. The bowl season was just so ugly. I said it before we started. I thought that it was going to be tough to navigate. Still stubbornly put my action out there. Sprinkled in basketball to go around it. So many brutal basketball L's. I don't even want to rehash the losses because that just never makes me feel good. But I do want to be transparent in the fact, that we're not always just slinging out winners every week like half of these fake-ass handicappers that are out here online. And that's why you got to track your plays. If you want to track mine, you can catch us at the Action app under Proper Picks. The total record right now is 704, 776, and 20 plus 37.61 units. And, we do sling a lot of golf bets. So when you're picking winners, obviously if you pick 8 winners for the weekend and you hit a winner and you win 12 units profit, you still went 1 and 8 on your pick. So it's a little skewed there. But we're going to slide on in over to the Wednesday best bets for tonight and some college and pro hoops. All righty, we're back with the Wednesday best bets for today, January the 4th. We're starting first in the NBA. We're going to take the Memphis Grizzlies minus 7.5 against the Charlotte Bobcats / Hornets / whatever you want to call them. Strictly here, I'm going off. Grizzlies have played good basketball the last 2 games, looked very solid. Injuries are at a minimum for them. At this time of the year in the NBA, it's so tricky. You got to check that injury update every single second. And really, Charlotte, to me, is one of the worst teams in the NBA. On the road, so that's always tricky, but I don't really feel like the travel environment here for Grizzlies is that bad. They got 2 days rest. Charlotte just lost at home to LA 2 nights ago to a not-so-good LA team, but really here, Gordon Hayward's doubtful. Looks like he's not going to play. Cody Martin's going to be out. So there's just a little too much against them, I think, at this point. I personally think it'll be close early. Grizzlies pull away in the third, and I imagine Ja isn't even playing late fourth. That's the hope and play there. And we also are going to have a 3-game parlay for you guys. It's plus 185 on the money line. We're going to take the Warriors at home against the Pistons. I know, no Steph Curry. We took the Warriors against the Hawks a couple days ago without Steph. To me, this is a lot about the home court. Warriors are one of the best teams in the NBA at home, and the Pistons traveling across the country. Pistons are terrible. They got 10 wins, let's be honest. Golden State, even without Steph, should handle this. Poole is playing very good, averaging 20 points a game. Draymond and Clay will be there to support. So we think that's going to be a nice play. We're going to parlay that with Michigan. They're a 4-point favorite over Penn State, and I want to take them with the points. But Michigan always has a tendency to get super sloppy with big leads. So we're just going to take them as the home favorite tonight against Penn State. Penn State's playing good basketball, but Michigan, to me, has to kind of get on a move here, and I feel like it'll start tonight. And then we're going to take Arkansas at home against Missouri. This one's actually probably going to go against the grain with a lot of people. Missouri is one of the hottest teams in college basketball right now, but I know what it's like. Just as an SEC guy, it is not an easy place to go into Bud Walton Arena and get a W. Arkansas is the number 13 team in the country. Missouri ranked 20th, so you've got a top 20 matchup tonight. The fans will be lit. The players will be lit. Muss is a great coach. I think Missouri is playing great basketball. They've got big wins over Illinois and Kentucky already, but we've already seen Kentucky and Illinois kind of slide back a little bit when it comes to a little regression. So I look for Arkansas to win tonight. I think they could cover that number, but we're just going to go safe. Little money line parlay. 1 unit on the parlay. It's going to pay 1.88 units, and we got 1 unit on the Grizzlies minus 7.5. And now we're going to talk this weekend, the Tournament of Champions. I love golf personally. Played golf my whole life, but I love gambling on golf because I feel like this is one where you have a lot of value here when it comes down to picking winner, top 5, top 10. You can obviously go top 20 and other little prop bets you want to take, but I see a lot of value this week. Now, this is out in Hawaii. This is typically at a course where the fairways, you can land literally a 747 in these fairways. So when you're talking driving accuracy, you kind of got to take it out of the building. Guys that are known to keep the ball in play and score well, it doesn't necessarily give them the huge advantage here at this course. The greens are also massive. You could put Tiger's house on one of these greens. They're so big. So really you're looking at iron play and who's sticking it tight. And that's the kind of guys I like to go for. And then just dudes that can naturally just go low. It's obviously John Rahm's the favorite this week. He can go low, but it's not crazy value to risk a unit to win 6 on a 4-day golf tournament. So basically where we're going to sit is top 10. We're going to put a unit on Victor Hovland at plus 105. He's played well at this before, is a grinder, hits a lot of good shots, and the dude can score. And he has the opportunity to go low. I see him getting into the 20 under range at this event. I don't know if that's the winning score, but it should give him an opportunity to get in the top 10. I'm also going to take Colin Morikawa minus 105 for the top 10. If not the best top 5 ball striker, pure iron player on tour. You got to love that kind of guy in a field like this, smaller field, big greens. He's going to hit a lot of greens, give himself a lot of opportunities to score. If the putter's on, he's top 10ing almost for sure. And then for the winner, I'm taking one winner that is in the lower side, meaning one of the favorites. We're going to take Tony Finau at 13.5 to 1. That's going to be for a half unit. Just like Tony in these environments, he plays well on the West Coast. He's from the West Coast, and he's hot. He's always coming into these tournaments where he looks like he's rare form. He was warming up yesterday in shorts, looked like just a pure pro. We're going to take Sahith Baliga at 42 to 1. I got 2 long shots. We're going to put a quarter unit on them. Nothing super risky, just a quarter unit, but the payouts are nice. I believe it's like 14 units for Sahith. And then we're going to take Billy Horschel at 38 to 1. He's going to get about 12 units for his payout. And the reason why I take these two guys, they always seem to be around the leaderboard in events. So, picking a winner is a long shot, but it's not going to shock me on Sunday if Billy Horschel is, say, in third place with 7 holes to go, and that means we've got great value on the top of the leaderboard. Doesn't mean it'll be there, but we're going to take 2 long shots with those 2. And that's going to be our Tournament of Champions. Really looking forward to the golf season rolling up. It's one of those ones where you just got to pay really deep attention to weather and the type of courses they're playing. Are they playing courses at an event that they play every year, or does the course move? That's kind of all the stuff we look at. We'll be back next week to recap these plays and our whole weekly plays as we've always done. College football coming down to an end here, so we've got the title game on Monday, TCU Georgia. We'll probably have if not one, maybe a couple plays out for that. Love throwing some prop bets out in the natties. Hope everybody has a great week, and we'll be back next week.